Hello and welcome to the news update. I'm Joy Adesua Iramoseli. The Gabonese military has announced a coup in Gabon, deposing President Ali Bongo, who was declared winner of Saturday's election. It was reported that BBC quoted soldiers to have appeared on Gabonese national television in Gabon to say they had taken power. The coupist also announced the annulment of Saturday's election. The development comes amid the move to resolve the removal of a democratically elected president in Niger Republic. Bongo, who came to power after his father died in 2009, won a third term in an election that the opposition argued was heavily disrupted. President Tinubu has approved the appointment of a new board and management team of the Niger Delta Development Commission. The appointments take immediate effect according to a statement released by Ajuri Ngelale, the special advisor of the president on media and publicity yesterday. The board and management team members include Chiedu Ebie as the chairman representing Delta State, Samuel Ogbuku as the managing director and CEO for Bayelsa, Boma Iyaye as the executive director of finance and admin for River State, among others. Civil servants in Abia State yesterday protested refusal of the government to pay them salaries since April. They reportedly denied the Accountant General Njum Onye Menam access to her office. It was learned that the protesting workers claimed they took the action because of the inability of the Accountant General to pay them their salary arrears. They allege that they had not received salaries since April for reasons they claim to have known nothing about, despite the directives given by the governor for salary, including that of April, to be paid. According to the workers, the Office of the Accountant General has not been able to give them tangible reasons it has not been paying them. They claimed that while some have not received their April salary, others have not received the May, June, and July salaries. They stated that efforts to rectify the situation, including approaching the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, have remained unsuccessful. The workers noted that the inability of the state government to pay them was affecting them, following the removal of fuel subsidy, as they could not afford to pay their rents, medical bills, and also meet their family needs. The House of Representatives is considering the privatization of the 4 national petroleum refineries as one of the strategies to enhance the performance of the oil and gas sector. The chairman of the House Committee on Petrol Upstream, Honorable Ikenga Ugo Chinyere, dropped the hint yesterday during committee's visit to the Nigerian Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative in Abuja. According to him, the proposal is predicated on the fact that the rehabilitation of the refineries has gulped funds that would have been sufficient to build 3 new ones. He insisted that privatizing the refineries would make them more beneficial to the citizens, since they would provide refined petroleum products domestically. He commended NEITI Executive Secretary Oji Ogbonnaya Oji for the reforms he has been championing in the extractive industries for the benefit of Nigerians. He added that NEITI has taken a commendable position by seeking more investments in downstream, as it has to do with the building of more private refineries. According to him, the establishment of private refineries would help to create more jobs, infrastructure, and result in an efficient and transparent oil industry. He said NEITI needs more funding in terms of budgetary allocation. Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State has sworn 17 commissioners and 23 special advisors, charging them to sustain the positive leadership qualities that qualify them for their positions. Performing the ceremony yesterday in Makurdi, Aliyah admitted that the commissioners and special advisors were assuming duty at a time challenges and expectations were high. He stated that the time of politicking was over and urged people to support those in leadership positions to succeed. The governor appealed to the people of Benue to give them the cooperation they deserve to perform maximally and urged the appointees to contribute their quota to the growth and development of the state. The governor listed the commissioners and their portfolios to include Tiza Imojime for works and housing, Omale for power, energy and transport, Joy Luga for cooperative, urban and rural development, among others. It said the portfolios for the special advisors would be announced during their retreat, while the first Executive Council meeting would be held on September 6. In business, the federal government has saved 1.83 trillion naira in less than 3 months after it stopped the payment of subsidy on petrol. The savings were made from revenue that accrued into the federal account in June and July. A source within the Federation Account Allocation Committee confirmed that the amount was saved in the Federation account first as a fallback for a rainy day. The Ministry of Finance and Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Wale Edun, has briefed the heads of revenue-generating agencies on what the government plans to do with the savings. The CME said the President's administration planned to save money to execute projects without relying on borrowing. On Sunday, President Tinubu told his hosts at the opening of the 63rd Nigerian Bar Association annual conference that the country can no longer continue to serve national debts with 90% of its revenue. Also, at the inaugural Federal Executive Council meeting yesterday, the president told his ministers that his administration will rather create a stable macroeconomic environment than borrowing more money to implement projects. He noted that Nigeria was no longer in a position to accumulate more debts. In foreign news, Russia disclosed that Ukraine launched drones against targets in 6 of its regions, including an attack on an airport in the western city of Pskov, located near the borders of Latvia and Estonia, where military transport aircrafts were reported damaged amid explosions and a huge fire. In what could be the biggest drone attack on Russian territory since Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine last year, Russia's defense ministry this morning mentioned that drones were also shot down over the region of Orlov, Bryansk, Ryazan, Kaluga, and the Moscow's region surrounding the Russian capital. Russia also launched a missile and drone attack against Kyiv early this morning that was described as the most powerful strike on the Ukrainian capital in months, leaving 2 people dead and 1 wounded. Ukrainian air defenses destroyed more than 20 missiles and drones involved in the attack, and 2 security guards were killed by falling debris. And that's the news update on VOP TV. We would like you to subscribe and engage with us on YouTube. It is Voice of the People TV, and on other social media channels at VOP TV Live. I'm Joy Adeswara Masele. Many thanks for watching.